Have you ever noticed how some people seem to get happier as they grow older? They radiate a sense of peace, joy, and contentment that feels almost magnetic. Meanwhile, others might struggle with frustration, regret, or even loneliness. What's the difference? Is it luck? Genetics? Or is there something more to it, something we can all learn from? If you've ever wondered why some seniors just seem to have this secret formula for happiness, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into 7 things the happiest seniors never do. And trust me, these aren't just random tips. They're practical, actionable shifts that can help you feel lighter, freer, and more fulfilled at any age. Now, before we get started, let me ask you this. Have you ever found yourself holding on to something, a grudge, an old habit, or maybe even a mindset that just doesn't serve you anymore? Maybe it's that one thing you keep saying you'll change but haven't yet. Or maybe it's something small, like staying up too late or skipping meals because you're not hungry. Whatever it is, I want you to know that it's never too late to let go of what's weighing you down. In fact, letting go is often the first step toward feeling like your best self again. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. We'll explore the habits and behaviors that hold us back, and how releasing them can open the door to a happier, healthier life. Let's start with the first thing the happiest seniors never do. They never dwell on the past. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but my past shaped who I am today, and you're absolutely right. Your experiences, both good and bad, have made you who you are. But here's the thing. Constantly replaying old memories, especially the painful ones, can keep you stuck. It's like carrying around a backpack full of rocks when you could be walking freely. The happiest seniors understand this. They don't deny their past or pretend it didn't happen, but they also don't let it define them. Instead, they focus on what they can control right now, the present moment, and use it to create a better future. So how do you stop dwelling on the past? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to those moments when your mind drifts back to something that still bothers you. Maybe it's a missed opportunity, a relationship that didn't work out, or a mistake you wish you could undo. Acknowledge those thoughts without judgment, and then gently redirect your focus to something positive. For example, instead of replaying that argument you had years ago, think about a recent conversation that brought you joy. Or, better yet, take action. Write down 3 things you're grateful for today, or call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Gratitude and connection are powerful tools for shifting your mindset and helping you move forward. The second thing the happiest seniors never do is compare themselves to others. This one hits close to home for so many of us, doesn't it? Whether it's scrolling through social media, flipping through magazines, or simply chatting with friends, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. You see someone else traveling the world, looking fit and energetic, or spending time with their grandchildren, and suddenly you start questioning your own life. Why don't I look like that? Why haven't I done that? Am I doing enough? These thoughts can creep in without us even realizing it, and they can really take a toll on our self-esteem. But here's the truth. Everyone's journey is different. Just because someone else seems to have it all together doesn't mean they actually do, or that you don't. The happiest seniors know that comparing themselves to others is a losing game. Instead, they celebrate their own progress, no matter how small. They remind themselves of how far they've come and focus on what makes them unique. So the next time you catch yourself comparing, try this. Pause and ask yourself, what am I proud of right now? Maybe it's finishing a book you've been meaning to read, taking a daily walk, or even just getting out of bed on a tough day. Celebrate those wins, big or small, and remember that your worth isn't determined by anyone else's highlight reel. Now that we've covered the importance of letting go of the past, and avoiding comparisons, let's talk about the third thing the happiest seniors never do. They never stop learning. Think about it. When was the last time you tried something completely new? Maybe it was picking up a hobby like painting or gardening, or maybe it was signing up for a class to learn a skill you've always been curious about. Whatever it is, embracing lifelong learning keeps your mind sharp and your spirit alive. It's like giving your brain a workout, but in the most enjoyable way possible. Learning doesn't have to be complicated either. It could be as simple as watching a documentary, reading a book on a topic you know nothing about, or even teaching yourself how to use a new app on your phone. The key is to stay curious and open to new experiences. When you approach life with a sense of wonder, you'll find that there's always something new to discover. And that's where the real magic happens. Now that we've talked about the power of learning, let's move on to another important habit that the happiest seniors avoid. Staying active, both physically and mentally, plays a huge role in maintaining a sense of purpose and fulfillment. And that's exactly what we'll explore next. Let's dive into the fourth thing that the happiest seniors never do. They never isolate themselves. Now, I know life can get busy, or sometimes quieter than we'd like, and it's easy to fall into the habit of spending more time alone than we realize. Maybe you've lost touch with old friends, or your family lives far away, or perhaps you've just gotten out of the habit of reaching out. Whatever the reason, isolation can sneak up on us, and it's something the happiest seniors actively work to avoid. Here's why connection matters so much. Human beings are wired for relationships. We thrive on meaningful interactions, shared laughter, and even the occasional disagreement that reminds us we're part of something bigger than ourselves. The happiest seniors understand this deeply. They prioritize staying connected with family, friends, neighbors, or even new acquaintances they meet through hobbies or community groups. It doesn't have to be grand gestures. Sometimes it's as simple as calling a loved one just to say hello or inviting a neighbor over for coffee. These small acts of connection add up, creating a sense of belonging and purpose that keeps loneliness at bay. If you've been feeling disconnected lately, start small. Reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Join a local club, take a class, or volunteer for a cause you care about. Even a quick chat with the cashier at the grocery store can brighten your day and theirs. The point is to nurture those relationships and remind yourself that you're never truly alone. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and happier you feel when you make connection a priority. Now let's talk about the fifth thing the happiest seniors never do. They never stop taking care of their bodies. I'm not talking about running marathons or doing intense workouts, unless that's your thing, of course. What I mean is that they listen to their bodies and give them what they need to stay strong, healthy, and energized. This might sound obvious, but it's surprising how many people neglect their physical health as they age, thinking, "Oh, I'm too old for that," or "It's just part of getting older." But here's the truth. Aging doesn't mean giving up on your body. It means working with it. The happiest seniors know that movement is medicine, whether it's walking, swimming, yoga, or dancing in the living room. To their favorite songs, they find ways to stay active that feel good and bring them joy. And it's not just about exercise, they also pay attention to what they eat, making sure they're fueling their bodies with nutritious foods that keep them feeling their best. Hydration, sleep, and regular checkups with the doctor, those are non-negotiables too. Taking care of your body isn't selfish, it's essential. When you treat your body with kindness and respect, it rewards you with energy, strength, and resilience. So, if you've been putting off that morning walk or skipping meals because you're too busy, it's time to rethink those habits. Start small. Take 5 extra minutes to stretch in the morning. Swap out one processed snack for something fresh and wholesome, or set a reminder to drink more water throughout the day. Every little step counts, and over time, these small changes can make a world of difference in how you feel. Now, let's move on to the 6th thing the happiest seniors never do. They never lose sight of their passions. Think back to a time in your life when you felt truly alive, when you were doing something that made your heart race with excitement or filled you with a deep sense of satisfaction. For some, it might have been painting, gardening, playing music, or cooking. For others, it could have been traveling, teaching, or volunteering. Whatever it was, those moments of passion are like fuel for the soul, and the happiest seniors know better than to let them fade away. As we grow older, it's easy to get caught up in responsibilities or routines and forget to carve out time for the things that light us up. But here's the thing. Your passions don't have an expiration date. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, there's always room to reignite the spark of what you love most. The happiest seniors make time for their passions, no matter how busy life gets. They understand that doing what you love isn't just a luxury. It's a necessity for a fulfilling life. If you've fallen out of touch with your passions, don't worry. Rediscovering them is half the fun. Start by asking yourself, what did I used to enjoy doing that made me lose track of time? Then, take one small step toward bringing that activity back into your life. Maybe it's signing up for a pottery class, planting flowers in your garden, or dusting off that old guitar in the corner. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start. Over time, you'll find that reconnecting with your passions brings a renewed sense of purpose and joy that spills over into every area of your life. Now that we've covered the importance of staying connected, caring for your body, and nurturing your passions, let's move on to the final point, the 7th thing the happiest seniors never do. This one ties everything together, and it's all about mindset. Let's explore how shifting the way you think can transform the way you live. The 7th and final thing that the happiest seniors never do is dwell on limitations. Now, I'm not suggesting that challenges or setbacks don't exist. They absolutely do. Aging comes with its own set of hurdles, from physical changes to emotional adjustments, and pretending otherwise would be unrealistic. But here's the key difference. The happiest seniors don't let those limitations define them. Instead, they focus on what they can do, finding creative solutions and embracing opportunities rather than obstacles. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, do you immediately think about all the things you can't do anymore? Or do you focus on what you can accomplish today? Shifting your mindset from limitation to possibility is a game changer. It's not about ignoring reality. It's about choosing how you respond to it. For example, maybe you can't run marathons anymore, but you can still take a brisk walk around the block. Maybe you can't travel the world right now, but you can explore a new book, recipe, or hobby that takes you somewhere exciting. The happiest seniors understand that happiness isn't about having everything. It's about making the most of what you have. One powerful way to shift your mindset is through gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a buzzword. It's a practice that rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Try this. Every evening before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for from your day. They don't have to be big things. Even noticing the beauty of a sunset or enjoying a warm cup of tea counts. Over time, this simple habit can help you see the abundance in your life instead of focusing on what's missing. Another way to embrace possibility is by setting intentions, not rigid goals, but gentle directions for your days. Ask yourself, what would make today meaningful for me? It could be calling a friend, trying a new recipe, or simply sitting outside and soaking in the sunshine. By focusing on what you can do, you'll find that your days become richer and more fulfilling. Now let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've talked about today. We've explored 7 things the happiest seniors never do. They don't dwell on the past, compare themselves to others, stop learning, isolate themselves, neglect their bodies, lose sight of their passions, or dwell on limitations. Each of these habits is a choice, a decision to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace what does. And the beautiful thing is, it's never too late to start. Small changes can lead to big results, and every step you take toward letting go of these habits brings you closer to a happier, healthier life. I want to leave you with this thought. Aging is inevitable, but how you age is entirely up to you. You have the power to shape your days, your mindset, and your legacy. So, what will you choose? Will you hold on to the things that weigh you down, or will you let go and embrace the freedom that comes with living fully in the present? Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 7 habits resonated with you the most? Or maybe there's something else you've discovered that's helped you feel happier and more fulfilled. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and I know others would benefit from hearing your story too. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We're here to support you on your journey to living your best life at any age, and there's so much more to come. So hit that bell icon to stay updated and join us next time for another conversation designed to inspire and uplift. Here's to letting go of what holds you back and stepping into a brighter, happier future. No matter where you are in life, you deserve to feel joyful, vibrant, and alive. Thank you for spending this time with me, and remember, the best years of your life may very well be ahead of you. Here's to living your best life at any age,